My name is Michael Hannon. I'm the CIO, CSO with Lightedge Solutions.
My name is Luke Bergeron. I'm the Director of Business Architecture at Lightedge.
Salesforce for Lightedge is one of a handful of critical applications for us, especially within our revenue operations, so including all sales. It is a critical tool for us to bring in new prospective customers, but even more so how we land and expand existing services to our existing customer base.
Salesforce encompasses the sales operations side of the house. ServiceNow is the customer operations side of the house, and they're integrated together. So as orders get fulfilled, as accounts get created, as contacts get made on the sales side, they come over into ServiceNow where our customer support organization can support our customers. So that means things like customer-facing ticketing, the configuration management database where our customer inventory is linked to the services they're consuming, and all the associated data that fuels our customer portal runs out of ServiceNow as well.
I would say being an organization that is customer-facing, our operations team is the lifeblood of what our customers are trying to do, and 2/3 of our staffing is on that side. So having a robust solution to provide those things that we can build a backbone of our services off of, it's critical for us, especially when we start to deliver highly secure, highly compliant solutions. The platform out of the box meets those requirements and helps us achieve those things.
It really does, and we're definitely not done. We have plans over the next year to add even more pieces of our business into these two platforms.
As an organization that provides backup services to customers, we know how important it is to have alternative methods or ones that you set frequency and have control over. So for us, it was a no-brainer when we started doing like business impact analysis and other things to ensure that our operations could continue in multiple different things. And when these platforms ranked very highly critical for us, to look towards a third party to be able to provide backup solutions over that to give us comfort over what we were doing was critical.
The best thing about Own is that we don't have to think about it. And I don't mean that in a way where we don't want to think about a backup solution, but no one really does, right? With Own, I get an email every week that tells me the state of my backups, what went well, what didn't work. I can go in and fix the data if I need to. But for the most part, we had a really good experience with the services team and the fulfillment process. They were very professional. They walked us through cleaning up some issues with our data to make sure it backed up smooth. They followed up until finally we'd successfully implemented it and our data was backing up every week perfectly. Our developers and our administrators really need to focus on taking care of the core platform. The biggest value for Own is the ability for the teams not having to worry about backups at all. So they can focus on their primary jobs, supporting the users, supporting the business, and knowing that the backups are just there, they're safe, they're easy, they're taking care of themselves.
Own stood out while we were going through the evaluation phase. I leaned heavily on my peer group and us looking at different vendor solutions. During the evaluations, they rose up pretty quickly as the best solution. We've definitely seen, as we've implemented it, that the use cases of not having to have a dedicated staff to manage it, not having to require a ton of training, those things actually became true. This solution has already worked for us and protected everything we've needed it to, and so far it's absolutely lived up to everything we expected it to.